Hope everybody's doing well. Welcome to Cosmic Vibes Tarot. And this is just a channeled message from my collective in regards to using my Divine Energy Oracle deck. If you're watching this video, obviously, it was meant for you to see. So I'm just going to tune in and see what's going on in your energy and what you need to know at this current moment. You know, what do you need to be ready for and approach on right now in this part of your life? Thank you, Spirit. We have live your soul, not a role. What else, Spirit? We have express your joy and rejuvenate. So these are your three channeled messages for today. With live your soul, not a role, are you living your life for the existence of others, or are you deciding to take a chance on yourself and live for your own purpose? Is what's being called here with live your soul, not a role. It's time to start removing the mask and stop pretending who you are, being asked to be from others. Okay, it's time for you to step into your own unique, authentic power here. Okay, because that is what makes your soul speak. That is, acknowledging and honoring your higher self. Okay, I know we have a lot of expectations from family members, from friends, from lovers to, play a certain role in their lives. But if this is something that's not what your true calling is, or you're not satisfied with it, you need to speak up and use your purpose. Give your life meaning at this current moment, especially when it's saying for you to live your soul. What makes your heart sing? What makes you want to begin to explore? What makes you want to get up in the morning every day? Make sure it's nothing harmful to yourself or others, but at the same time here, you need to understand that you only have one life. Do you understand? At the end of the day, when we become older in age and you sit back and you think of all the past memories, you don't want to have regretful thoughts. You have to realize that every day is something new for you to start setting intentions. Every day is a time for you to start manifesting what is truly important for you. It's time for you to start expressing your joy. Stop hiding your happiness here. Live in the moments. Enjoy the peace that you have, okay? It's time to let people know that you are moving on to calmer waters. When expressing your joy, you shouldn't be afraid to say that you're happy, and worrying about how other people are going to be feeling, all right? You're not meant to stay in a box. You're meant to move freely, fluently, going through the ebb and flow of life. Yes, life has a lot of ups and downs and cycles and lessons to be learned, but if you're in a good place, especially when you're doing something that gives you purpose, doing something that connects you to your higher self, you need to express the joy that you have within your heart. Expression is such a key thing in this life. We are all being told to, keep quiet or to, shut down who we truly are. But Spirit is saying that's what keeps you caged at this current moment in your life. You know that there's certain things that you desire. Express these things. Mind you, it could be a simple journal meditation. It could be affirmations. It could be just you meditating on things that bring you a lot of joy, but it has to start from somewhere. You know deep down inside that you may not be in a place where you truly are happy, and Spirit is saying by the time you start living your true calling here, you'll be able to express what is truly meant for you. You'll be able to laugh. You'll be able to sing. You'll be able to dance. We're not meant to be robots here in this lifetime here and do mundane things. That is not what we're put on this planet to do. Spirit is also letting you know you're going through a rejuvenation period here. You're shedding old phases of yourself. And yes, it may seem very uncomfortable. It may seem nerve-wracking, especially when you're starting to stand up for yourself and you're starting to tell certain people who have high expectations of you to do certain things for them in their favor. You're learning how to say no. It's okay to choose yourself. It's not you being neglectful. It's not you being selfish. It's you being mindful and caring for your own needs, your body. your mental health, your spirit yearns for more. Deep down inside, we all know that we have a divine purpose in this universe, on this planet. Regardless how big or small you may feel, you have an innate calling within yourself to complete your destiny. So stop hiding from the world. I'm going to pull some tarot on this and for each card individually and see what this means. Spirit, can you tell me for this collective, when it comes down to live your soul, not a role, what is the divine message behind it? Thank you. Okay, once again, as we were talking, it's reiterating on your emotional fulfillment. Are you doing something that makes you happy? Are you neglecting your own emotional needs? This is something that you yearn for, which is a 10 of Cups, but it's in reverse here. Maybe you felt like you were shut off from your family, or maybe you have a hard time making a cornerstone for what is truly makes you happy and fulfilled within your own self, within your own family here. You do not have to carry generational trauma anymore and repeat the same cycles that your family or your friends have done. You can cut the ties and move forward here, Spirit is saying. Especially when it comes down to having emotional connections with others. If somebody is draining you, then you need to let it go. As much as it may hurt you, you need to understand that's not what you were put on this planet to do. You are meant to express yourself, especially when your other card was express joy. You are no longer a caged bird. We're going to see what express your joy is at this current moment. Thank you, Spirit. What is express your joy for this collective? What do they need to know? Thank you. Especially when you're in hermit mode. It's saying here that you've been, being closely kept next to Spirit, especially when it's trying to find your innate divine power here. You've been getting channeled messages of what's truly meant for you to rebel and stand in the forefront. You have star-like qualities here. You have a lot of hidden knowledge. You have a lot of wisdom within you. Okay, it's like you've been on this journey like a certain nomad, going through a lot of trials and tribulations, trying to figure out what you fit into. But you need to understand that you're your own mold. You need to break free from that mindset. Okay, and granted, you may have been in an isolation period, you may have been quiet, you may have been hiding of some sort here, but Spirit has been giving you a lot of wisdom and inner knowledge on how to work on that, especially when it comes down to this Queen of Pentacles in reverse. You may feel ungrounded right now at this moment. Maybe you feel like because things have been moving slowly for you, especially if it's in regards to your career, or if it's in regards to your finances, or just feeling grounded and having a sense of stability within yourself. Spirit has been giving you insight of what you need to be looking and engaging in with, especially when it comes down to expressing your joy. Another message I'm getting here, don't feel like it's all about material items. And that's the only way you can express your joy. Money does make, it plays an important role in your life. Yes, it does. But it is not truly everything, the end all be all. You need to enjoy the moments that you have, be in the present, especially when you're starting off something here in regards to this Queen of Pentacles in reverse. You may feel ungrounded because you may not feel like you have all the tools you need to satisfy yourself and have the foundation, but you need to understand that every action that you take every day is a sense of progress, okay? You need to understand that you are about to give birth to something here, or you're wanting to. And Spirit is trying to give you these certain downloads with this Hermit energy here, helping you, teach you how to be very detailed and into your next steps, all right, on what to do for yourself, especially with this Queen of Pentacles energy being in reverse here. It's telling you that you need to trust yourself and stand in your power. The more you express yourself and actually express the things that you've went through and express how you overcame them, you attract a lot of things into your life, all right? but don't be afraid to show who you truly are. Don't overthink your actions here. If you have your inner knowing, your gut is telling you to go down a certain path here, and you are talking with your spirit guides, you're acknowledging your ancestors here, you're trusting the wisdom that is being given to you, it will give you a certain freedom within yourself. And you need to talk about these things. It is important for you to have yourself being expressive at this moment. Okay, I understand that you are in an isolation period, or maybe you are in the shadows here, but Spirit is trying to urge you to start stepping into the forefront. Okay, your story carries. People need to hear it. It's time for you to start uplifting yourself and not being overcritical on the actions that you do. We're going to look and see what rejuvenate is for you. Like I said, you may be going through a rejuvenation period right now, understanding what you're truly meant to do in this life, understanding that you're tired of your old self. This is like a tug and war between your shadow and your light. You need to start acknowledging your shadow, because there's certain things within you that keeps gnawing at you, gnawing at you. You need to look at your shadow as not your enemy, okay? Especially when it comes down to busting out of your cocoon, becoming this butterfly, going through this transformation here. So we're going to pull on rejuvenate. Thank you, Spirit. What does rejuvenate mean? Thank you. We have a King of Wands in reverse. This is telling you that you need to have a new beginning. You need to rejuvenate and learn how to step into your power. Spirit is asking you to start getting confident, start taking action for yourself. Don't wait for people to tell you what to do here. Okay? You need to take a leadership role. You need to understand that you need to release anger of the shoulda, coulda, woulda mindset. You know, well, back then, back in 2005 or whatever year, years you may have certain thoughts on what I should have done, or how could I have, avoided this. Who cares? You are in the present moment now. Okay, you already learned certain lessons about yourself, and now Spirit is trying to call you to the forefront and let you know here you can no longer sit down and be a yes man or a yes girl in situations. You need to clarify and make these decisions on your own. All right, it's time for you to start leaving the nest. Spread your wings, and it's time to fly. You expressing confidence, you expressing joy, you expressing security within yourself is what is going to carry you far in this current moment. Spirit wants you to stand up for yourself. Okay, speak up for yourself. Don't be codependent on other people here. It's time to be independent at this current moment. Acknowledge your inner power. Light that fire. Be passionate about the things that you do that bring you this joy, that bring you emotional fulfillment here. It's no longer time for you to sit in the background. Spirit is saying it's time to be in the forefront. What else with rejuvenate in this King of Wands in reverse? Thank you, Spirit. We also have the Two of Cups here. And mind you, this is telling you about what makes you emotionally happy. This is something that's being equally yoked here, okay? Having a deeper connection with your inner self. You need to have a divine understanding that the more that you start pouring into yourself, the more that you start giving yourself an enlightenment of certain power in pouring self-love, you'll be able to have the connections that are truly desirable to you. You'll start surrounding yourself with high vibrational people too, especially with this Two of Cups energy. But you need to start putting yourself out in the forefront and having the confidence and acknowledging this is what you truly deserve. Stop telling yourself this is the end-all be-all. This is all I'm meant to have. No. You are meant to have more with this Two of Cups energy here. You're meant to have the divine connection, regardless, like I said, within yourself, within spirit, or within others here. People who will truly uplift you, people who give you that inner knowledge here, people who are supportive here. They're out there in this world, okay? And you need to understand that you have all what it takes if you start going and shedding old ways about yourself. What else, Spirit, with the King of Wands and the Two of Cups? Mind you, this is landing on top of the Ten of Cups here. It's like the moon. Spirit is also asking you to trust your intuition. All right, you're getting a lot of intuitive downloads, and you're also being told to release certain old versions of yourself in order to have these things. You need to start bringing a lot of inner calmness and peace to your mind instead of having a lot of emotional waves. Like I feel like a tsunami, you know, not being able to express things that you truly desire, things that make you happy, especially when it's on the cards of live your soul, not your role here. You need to express things that don't make you happy. If somebody makes you feel uncomfortable, you feel like you're not in a right state of mind here, you feel thrown off here, Spirit is saying it's time to start doing you. So you can have this emotional fulfillment, release the outdated mindset of illusions that people portray on you, the projections, okay? That is not who you are. You define who you are in this life, nobody else. So you need to start trusting your intuition more. If something isn't right, remove yourself from it. Especially when it comes down to your inner destiny of what truly you're being called to do. What else, Spirit, with this moon? We have the Three of Swords here. Especially when you feel like you had been through a heartbreak here with this Three of Swords energy here. You felt betrayed. You may have this Empress energy here. You're meant to be the Empress upright, but right now you're feeling ungrounded. Mind you, we have the Queen of Pentacles ungrounded. So it's time to start tapping into your divine feminine energy as well, as what I'm getting here. What brings you peace? What makes you feel like you are in your element here? Where can you start expressing and being more nurturing to yourself at this time? These are the things that need to be rejuvenated within you. Your confidence, your nurturing, your groundedness, and your stability. Not only within finances, but something to do with your emotions. You need to let go of the heartbreak here that you've been carrying for so long. You need to heal this energy here, or you need to express how you've been hurt. Maybe you know, like with the live your soul, not a role here, maybe you felt hurt by other people and you just tucked it away like a dog tucking its tail between his legs. And Spirit is saying enough is enough. Stop bending over backwards all the time. You matter. That is what's important. Acknowledging and saying, I am present, I am here, I am meant to be, I am meant to have. I'm going to pull a Mindful Info Oracle card and I'll close out your message for this morning. But it's time to start speaking up for yourself. Mind you, I already opened the deck and the first cards are protect. So you need to start protecting your energy. Not everybody is deserving of it. You know, you have to understand that energy is a true thing here. People siphon off those things here. You could be a vibrant person, but you keep surrounding yourself with toxic people and situations and scenarios. You feel drained, you feel tired. You feel like you can't do. Spirit is saying for you to reserve that, especially with that Hermit energy that came out earlier in your cards, with the expressing your joy here. You know, maybe you bring a lot of luck into people's lives, but because you keep doing and doing and doing for others, it's like you don't leave enough room for you to do for yourself. And Spirit is telling you enough is enough. Okay? It's really time for you right now, at this current moment. And you need to understand that when you start putting yourself first and honoring your needs, you'll be able to really see what you're meant to do in this life. It's not, like I said, you're not being selfish. You're just deciding to actually put you first for once. Spirit, what is a Mindful Info card for this collective? Thank you. We have Manifest. And it's saying you're always manifesting whether you're aware of it or not. It's saying manifestation is based on your thoughts and you're being asked to manifest consciously through positive thinking so you'll attract into your life exactly what you've been wanting. So if you've been wanting peace, if you've been wanting direction, if you've been wanting happiness, Like I said, better connections, emotional fulfillment, success, a stronger foundation within yourself. You need to start manifesting. The things that you think and say, the things that you write is always a form of spell work. I don't care what anybody says. They can argue back and forth with me. You need to understand what you do is what you create. If you wake up in the morning and thinking, darn, this is going to be a harsh day, a slow day, it's not going to go anywhere for me, I'm in a bad mood, well, guess what? That's how it's going to play out. But if you start thinking positive and accepting the day and the new beginning and getting ready to prepare yourself to be better than you were yesterday, you'll have a better outcome. But it's up to you. You design the life that you want. So start manifesting in a good state of mind, a happy, a high vibrational state of mind. Okay, speak things into existence. If you know you are that king or that queen, start thinking like it, start acting like it. Fake it till you make it type of energy here. I don't care. You can say I'm a billionaire and you may be working at McDonald's, but damn it, if you keep progressing with that billionaire mindset, it builds in that confidence, that power, that groundedness. People will start to see that, attract that. You'll be magnetic. People will want to give you more opportunities because of the way you carry yourself. Stop holding your head low. It's time for you to start carrying your head held high. Honor yourself, love yourself. Because when you start manifesting and acting how you should be, what you want to be, you will be in that favor. You will have the things that you need. Spirit will always look out for you. They're not trying to harm you or cause you confusion. You're repeating certain cycles because you refuse to let go of the old ways, the old way of thinking. It's time to give it up and start thinking new, start thinking big, start loving more. Don't be closed-minded to positive relationships too. Know that you are deserving of it, so don't push people away. All right, so that's your message. I hope you enjoyed it, and I will check in with you guys another time. Bye.